How are you going to reach people who are so stuck on technology that they're lacking human connection and it's causing a problem?
Here's Johnny.
We have to figure out a way to make that connection. If you're like me, I spent a large part of my career as a public speaker. So when I came online, man, it was a challenge for me to go from speaking to people in public, now trying to build online communities, which has so many barriers I had to overcome. Hi, I'm Lionel. Welcome back to the channel. Most of you know I am a leader, pastor, and public speaker, and I've been doing this for over 24 years. And today I help people in high-ranking authority understand the nuances between faith, religion, and culture. 3 barriers I want to bring up, okay? So the first thing we got to think about is how can we build the power of connection?
That'll do, Piggy. That'll do.
The power of connection can be lost because you can't be close to people online, okay? Let me give you an example how we can get beyond that barrier. In John chapter 13, Jesus did something significant. He washed his disciples' feet. Now, in ancient cultures, that was a normal thing. Why? Because people wore sandals, which means that people's feet often got dirty. And so when they went from house to house or respectable places, they would do what? Clean their feet off so that they don't transport diseases and germs and so forth and so on. Okay?
You're sticking paws off me.
So washing the disciples' feet was not only an ancient culture, but what Jesus did by washing his disciples' feet is that he was close to them. So he was there with them. He made them feel valued anytime they came into his presence, which leads us to this question. How can you make your audience feel valued? Talking about the power of connection, how can you make them feel valued? How can you make your audience feel seen? You have to bring a sense of warmth. We have to bring warmth. We have to bring a sense of interaction. It cannot just be me looking at a camera and you looking at me on the screen. I'm suggesting that one of the ways you can do that is through live streaming. You can go live on your cell phone. You can go live on Instagram. You can go live on YouTube as well, right from your cell phone, as a way of interacting with people. And when you interact with people in this way, you can begin doing small things like calling people by name when they come onto your live stream. Whenever you're replying to a comment they make about your video, you can reply to them by name. This is a simple thing you can do to try to make that power of connection and making people feel like they're close to you. Number 2, to have shared experiences, okay? When you don't have a shared experience with someone, it's hard to make a connection with them. That can be in relationship. I mean, if you don't have anything in common outside of, you know what I'm saying, then it's hard to make a connection when, you know, those things kind of go away, particularly if you're together for a while. So what I'm saying to you is having a shared experience, okay? What Jesus did with his disciples in John chapter 15 is that Jesus gave his disciples a mission. He said, I want you to do what? Love one another. He gave them a goal. He gave them a purpose. He gave them a reason for being together. So what kind of goal or what kind of purpose can you give your audience so that everybody can be on the same mission? I like to tell people on Words for Change, like our goal is to make the world a better place, right? To help people grow through personal growth, spiritual growth, leading to social change. So if we're together, we're volunteering together, there's connections being made, right? If you go out in the field, like myself, where people are in the military, and you go out in the field and you're out there and you're suffering together, when you come out of that field, you remember those experiences. There's nothing like hardship. There's nothing like going through experiences together that can create community and it can give you a sense of, I know this person, this is my friend, this is my pal, this is my buddy. This made me think about this guy named Doc Rock. Great guy, super creator, helps a lot of people.
And I'm going to tell you how not to make that mistake.
One of the things I love about him is that he's super personable. He calls people by name. He laughs, he jokes, he has fun with people. He's very, very real. But what that does is it makes people feel like they know him. Can help get beyond that barrier of how am I going to connect with these people? And when you have shared experiences, it's much easier to make that kind of connection. Number 3, immediate feedback. Online relationships don't get immediate feedback, okay? For instance, if you were sharing your content in person, you can see that people were tracking with you. You can see their immediate feedback. How? By them rolling their eyes, looking at their cell phones, which I hope you're not doing right now. It's hard to get when you're doing it online and you're doing online content, okay? And so people can be distracted in many different things. So I don't know, for instance, what your comments are unless you put them. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know at what point the retention rate starts going tick, 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 which all of us deal with at some point, right? Smiling, on the other hand, knowing that people are connecting with you. In John chapter 16, Jesus told his disciples that he was leaving, that it was time for him to depart. And he saw that they were disappointed. And then he gave them immediate feedback. But wait, he said, I'm going to send the Spirit there to help you because I'm going away, but you'll still have someone there to give you guidance and give you help. So Jesus was able to give them immediate feedback. So how do we get over the barrier of not getting immediate feedback? Go to your comments on your content or go to your audience's content page and make a comment. Tell them how much you appreciate them. Tell them why. What is it that they said to you that made you feel appreciative? I do that often. Even people that I don't really know. And I take a few minutes to watch their video and I'll make a comment about this is what really stuck out to me. And people will appreciate that. Even saying yes or hi or hey, how you doing? Or hey, how's it going? Or tell me at what point did this video make sense to you? One of the things that I did is just start a Facebook group. And I would go live on that Facebook group weekly just to say hi to people, okay? That worked from time to time. People would make comments. I did something called having a audience member of the week, right? And mention people's names. Even say, if you have any suggestions about comments or topics you want to hear, put it in the comment and I'll reply to it. I'll respond to it. And I'll let people know you suggested it. I don't know. I think this can help us. I think this is one of the ways that we can give immediate feedback. Why? Because you got to remember, everybody wants to be loved. It's a true theory. People crave attention and people crave to being valued and being seen. So this is one of the ways that I believe that we can begin bridging that barrier of seeing instant feedback. So you got to interact with people in order to do that. Okay. And so my goal is that this will make sense to you. Hopefully it does. Obviously it's not ironclad. That's not the goal, nor is it comprehensive. It is a way of pushing us forward and helping to build an online community. If anything in this video made sense to you, I just want you to comment below. I also would love to have your subscription if you think this is of value to you, or if very simply you can like, that lets the algorithm know this is good content or there's something that can be learned. If this was valuable to you at all, go ahead and make a comment and then watch the next video popping up right here. It's going to be about creating your hook. I really believe it's good information. And even for those people who don't consider themselves religious, I think it will be a benefit to you. Okay. So thank you guys. Blessings to you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Salute. Peace.
I need that peace of mind. A wise man once told me, seek it and ye shall find. I guess I'm walking blind. Even if I couldn't read, I read between the lines. That's called even at odds. I just leave it to God. I'm not impressed with the impressions.